Kevin, I guess within all of this, I know Tim Pawlenty lost in Minnesota. Let's just go to Mr. Trump's Wisconsin. What did we learn?
Well, it was interesting because in Wisconsin, this was a surprising victory for President Trump. In essence, Democrats chose state schools chief Tony Evers to take on Republican Governor Scott Walker. So that was a bit interesting. It'll be interesting to see just how the president campaigns for him. But this last night, when I look through it, Tom, I see a trend. Right? The Democrats are picking more progressive candidates. They're also picking more females. And in terms of the right, you're seeing much more conservative candidates who are echoing what President Trump is running on, campaigning on, how he's speaking, et cetera.
Do the Democrats want Trump-endorsed candidates to win?
I think they do. I think that if you look at some of the races where they've won, Democrats are looking to see put up more progressive candidates. And there's an argument within the Democratic Party that they would want to see that happen. Obviously, there's a flip side to that. And you look at people like Conor Lamb, for example, where they're running on a more centrist message. That said, we've got about 10 primaries left ahead of the midterm elections, Tom. And I will tell you that I think Democrats and Republicans that I speak with are still very much saying each race is very local. And I think that sometimes we in the political media can get a bit too excited in trying to decipher what all this means.
Kevin, speaking of trying to decipher, how popular is the president? Do we have any update on his approval rating and whether that impacts people's thinking when it comes to the midterms?
Good morning, Francine. Yes, we do. In fact, recent polls out this week, including by CBS News poll, suggest that much of the Republican Party is backing this administration in terms of his criticism of the Mueller probe. In fact, 7 in 10 Republicans support the president in terms of his attacks of labeling the Mueller probe as a quote-unquote witch hunt. That is the complete opposite of what Democrats feel. And we should note that 3 in 10 Republicans arguing that they disagree with him is still a considerable amount. 3 in 10 Republicans. Is still a considerable amount. So the base of the Republican Party is still very much, according to polls, not deserting the president on this. There's been a lot of theatrics this week. Now, Senate is set to resume later today. So we'll have some lawmakers back. We've got the Judge Kavanaugh hearing in the next couple of weeks as well. So a lot of things of substance to be coming up sometime over the next couple of weeks.